Losing a child to addiction. Sharon is also a very dear friend of mine, and we go back a long way. And I knew your daughter Rachel when she was full of life, when she was a teenager.
Oh, heavens, yes.
Giving you all kinds of grief, as teenagers do sometimes. But let's, I wish we could talk all about who she was, and we will, but let's talk about her addiction, and that's really what brings you out to be an advocate against addiction.
Correct. My understanding is that she started doing pain pills. I don't know when she started it. I just noticed a change in her, and I really didn't know what it was. I thought maybe she was smoking pot, but it was pain pills. And pain pills actually lead to heroin more than likely, because they will buy like 5 or 10 of them, and I really don't know the effects of what it does to you, but it gives them that effect of heroin. Well, then they get to the point where these kids would get their arm broken, or they get injured in a game or something, and they get pain pills. Well, and after they didn't need them, they would sell them to people, and they get $10 a pill for them. Heroin that came into this market is very pure, and the reason it's so inexpensive is that, and I'm going to just say the cartel wants to get people hooked on heroin, and then that way they have their clientele, and then they put fentanyl in it and other things in it to not make it as potent, but the fentanyl will kill you, of course, but to weed it out a little bit or thin it out so that they can sell it for more money, yet it still can hurt them and they still can get the effect of it. So what Rachel did then is she met some people, I know who and how, kind of, and introduced her to the heroin, and she ended up getting addicted to it, and it doesn't take much. She said to me, "It's the most incredible high you'll ever have, Mom," and she said, that's the fun part, but she said, as you come off it, you get so ungodly sick that you have to do it again. And she said, and it controls your brain, and you need it like you need air, water, and food. You need it to live, survive.
And she had said to you the very words that the devil had her.
Right. She said to me, she says, "Mom, it's like the devil has my soul, and he won't let go." I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. And I wish I would have taken it literally, because Rachel was very good at writing and very articulate, but that was the best way she could have explained it to me, but I didn't take it literally, because at the time I just said, well, just don't do it again. Well, yeah, just don't do it again. You can't. I mean, and I didn't know that. I wasn't educated, and a lot of people aren't, and they think, well, what a fool. Good thing she's out of the gene pool. What an idiot. I mean, people are very judgmental.
Absolutely there.
And
tomorrow's the anniversary of her death.
Tomorrow will be 5 years that Rachel left me, and I'm doing pretty good. Those first couple of years, they are really tough. I've met a lot of parents online, and some nice ladies and parents here in town that have lost their children as well. And it helps to have other people that understand the situation, because I've had people that can be cruel to you and say things because they don't understand how that drug can really affect your life. And
the blaming, I'm sure, not only from other people, but what you do to yourself. Yeah. Hang on just a second, Sharon. We're going to talk much more, but let's take a quick break and then we'll come back, okay? Okay, we'll be right back. Sharon Schlingman lost her daughter 5 years ago tomorrow. Rachel died of a heroin overdose. And the reason why, Sharon, I've been wanting to interview you for a long time to talk about this, because I know that you like to be an advocate and help other parents maybe understand. But also, Rachel was an aspiring model. And I remember the pictures before she died. She's such a beautiful girl, and we'll show some of those pictures. But now, an honor that she really wanted, and it's happening after she had died.
Yeah, it's bittersweet, and yes, she will be in Glamour magazine for the October issue, but it'll probably come out in mid-September. She will be part of 36 women that have died from either opioids or heroin, and she'll be in the magazine. They'll have her picture in there and a little paragraph about her life, or how wonderful she was, or something. And they found me on the internet because on Facebook or whatever, because I'm always talking about it and saying don't do it, and if you need help, call me. And so that's how they found me. And then so Rachael will be in that magazine, and it's bittersweet. I mean, she wanted to tell the world never to try it. So she's pretty much going to be telling millions of people never to try it with other girls. 36 girls a day, they said, die from heroin or opioids.
So that's why they picked 36.
That's why they picked 36. They kind of did figured it out somehow, and they found out that 36 girls a day die, and they're all in the 20s usually.
Rachael was your life.
Rachael was my life.
I mean, you are a single mom.
Yep.
And no other children.
No, well, I got her dog.
How do you get through these days? These anniversaries?
Well, I took tomorrow off, and I'm actually going to hang out with a friend tonight. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Julie.
So do you have a good support system?
Friends. I have friends. And that helps a lot. So,
parents who are dealing with a child with an addiction now, and they're trying to help them, is there anything you can do? Would there have been anything you could have done?
Sold my house and locked her up. That's the way I got to be real honest with you. You can send them to every treatment center there possibly can be. You can send them to Hazelton. You can send them anywhere. If they don't want to get clean, they're not going to get clean. And if they hang around the same group of people, they're just going to end up doing it again because it's that powerful.
And the story that we did leading into you, once they come out of a treatment facility, these people find the kids who have gotten clean, and they give it to them for free.
I don't know what the answer to that question.
It's more of a disgusting reality.
Yeah, I just think that they don't want to be doing it alone, so then they offer it to them. Yeah, they don't want to be the only one doing it.
Has anybody gotten clean that you know of? Is there encouragement that comes out of Rachel's story?
From my understanding, and you got to remember this was 5 years ago, we talked about when I was speaking at a funeral, I heard that within 2 weeks of that, I had spoke at a recovery place in Rochester. I can't remember the name of it now. They said 21 people that had attended her funeral went into treatment. I know that some of her pallbearers were heroin addicts, didn't know it at the time, and I think she probably saved a lot of her friends' lives as well, because they did see that it can happen. It's just sad that, I keep thinking, why wasn't it someone else and why was it my child? But my child was the one that hung out with all the boys, because all the boys liked Rachael, because she was lots of fun.
And very pretty.
And pretty, yes, but she was fun. And so hanging with the boys probably got her in trouble. But the boys, I love the boys to this day. I know most of them, and I have no animosity toward any of them. I think they're all really great guys, and I think that everybody makes a mistake in their life, and whoever made the mistake with her, I don't choose to know who you are, and it doesn't really matter, because if you're clean and sober, then her death at least helped you. Well, help somebody, yeah.
Yeah, and your mission isn't over, because you're still here and you're still working.
It's still going, and that's what she wanted. Yeah. She said, if I ever get clean and sober from this and can move on, and I'm going to tell every single person, do not try it, do not ever touch it, because once you do, it's going to grab you and you're never going to be able to get away from it. And it's going to either kill you or it's going to take all your money.
Thanks, Sharon.
Thank you. So good to see you, always.
Hate that it had to be over this.
I know, me too.
All right, we'll be back.